Okay, so here is another crappy app for you using Python and REST APIs. So MAC addresses, media access control addresses. Basically, what these are the lowest level addresses in the networking world, and they're more or less horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear weapons, basically hard coded onto every single network card. So this is like a fingerprint or a social security number for every network card. And basically, what happens in the switching world with networking is there's something called ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. Address Resolution Protocol maps MAC addresses to IP addresses, so TCP/IP4 addresses. And then once you know the IP address, you can do a lot of the fancy things with client server architecture and all that kind of thing. Well, the interesting thing about MAC addresses is they are supposed to be globally unique. Like literally every network device is supposed to have its, or a network interface is supposed to have its own. No two should be the same, blase, blase, blase. So how they come up with the MAC addresses is essentially you have a hex address, hexadecimal address. The first part of the hexadecimal address is an identifier for the vendor of the networking device. And then the last part is basically something like a serial number, and that's supposed to give you unique information. So why I think this is interesting is basically coming up with a script to show me the vendors of different IP addresses on the network. So what if I can get the IP address, then I can get the MAC address, and then I can get the vendor information for that particular device, right? So with this project, we're going to be using something called ARP. So again, Address Resolution Protocol. If you run the command ARP space -A, this is going to show you all of the IP address to MAC addresses that your computer has resolved. So this is not everything on the network. This is just simply what your computer has interacted with. So if you want to make sure this is up to date, you might want to do a ping sweep before you run the script that I'm going to show you. But anyways, as we can see, 192.168.1.1, and this is the MAC address, 192.168.1.6, and this is the MAC address, .12, and that was incomplete, 18, that's MAC address, so on and so forth. So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to grab this MAC address and then figure out the vendor for this particular network device. So right now I'm using macvendorlookup.com, their API. So this is a free API. It does limit you to only being able to do one request per second, so do be careful. If you're running your own script, it does limit you to that one request per second. You can run into problems. But basically with this, with the REST API, this is the URL, and basically you feed the URL and the MAC address. So here is the URL, and here's the MAC address, and then here is the JSON response that you get back. So it shows you what the company name is, right? The company name is Apple Inc., and it is at Infinite Loop in Cupertino, California for that particular MAC address. If we come here, we can see this is for a Ring camera. So the company is Ring, the address is 1523 Santa Monica, California, right? So the important thing to understand about this too is that this is a database system, right? So basically, the MAC address information is correlated to this other information that's sitting in a database. So there are a lot of different vendors out there for this type of API. I'm using this one today simply because it's free. So what's cool is I have this little script right here. So the script, we have sub process, we have requests, and we have time sleep. I'm using the time sleep to pause for 2 seconds between every loop. Response equals sub process check output ARP A. So basically we're going to do that command that I did before. And then I'm going to split the response from the new lines. So when we do the ARP A command, everything's on a new line. So we want to split this into a list. And then we're going to go down here for a line essentially in that list. Host is going to be nothing. Then we're going to split all the values within that line. So what I want to do here, this probably isn't the great, we probably should use regex in the future, but basically I'm splitting basically off of the white spaces here, just as a simple super glue thing to do here. So if there's a period in the value, host is going to plus equal the value. So we're going to add, so basically it's going to add the IP address. if a colon is in the value, the URL is going to then be whatever the value is in this Mac vendor lookup. We're going to try, so vendor request.get URL, receive it back as a JSON, vendor equals vendor 0 company. So basically this is going to be a string. So vendor, and then this comes in as 0, and then we're going to go to company, and we're going to get that value. Except if this doesn't return anything or whatever, you do none, host basically plus equals. So we're gonna have the IP address comes in here. We're gonna do tab, then the value, tab vendor. We're gonna sleep 2 seconds, and then we're gonna print out the host. So when we do this, basically we run this, and again, it takes a couple extra seconds because I do have to pause for that rate limiting. Again, whenever you use any APIs, do be careful about rate limiting. So 192.168.1.1, MAC address, didn't find anything. 192.168.1.2, MAC address, found Apple. .7, MAC address, found Ring. IP, MAC address, found Apple. IP, MAC address, found Apple. IP, MAC address, found Apple. IP, MAC address, found none. IP, MAC address, found my television. IP, MAC address, found my other Ring camera. So now we are able to get the IP address, we're able to get the MAC address, and we are able to get the vendor, at least for a number of the devices on our network. Now to be clear, Nmap would probably do this a lot better and more efficiency, blah, blah, blah. But this is something that I have actually been able to build myself. And so this is the kind of thing that I think is good for like little projects, again, for students, for again, this whole idea of, okay, how can you pull information from the operating system? Once you pull the information from the operating system, how can you then parse that information to then send some kind of value to, like I say, a REST API? Then once you get the response from the REST API, how can you then turn that into a report so that people can actually see something and it might appear at least to be pretty useful. So anyways, there you go. That is our crappy app for today, resolving MAC addresses to vendors using ARP. If you like this type of video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like this type of video, give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that kind of cool stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna probably clean this. I'm probably gonna do regex. This is ugly. Again, this is one thing to realize again with coding. Again, I'm a crappy coder. What's the difference between a good coder and a crappy coder? This is garbage code. This is functional. This is what we call crap functional code. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, but it's a pretty ugly way of doing it. So instead of doing these if statements here, I'll probably, for doing this, I'm going to turn this into a class. So I'll probably turn these into regex statements. I think that'll pull the information out a little bit better. But anyways, there you go. MAC address REST APIs.